everyone, welcome back. It's me, Sheep Slayer of MC. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed some of the shows lately. If not, well, sorry. Anywho, we've got a moss farm brewing. Yep, we got the stone making device. It's a simple device. It's just square, water, lava. Easy peasy. Yep, you got lava on the top, water on the bottom. Turns to stone. Goes that way. Comes out here, gets pushed, goes that way, and then now we're on to the moss making part, which I still struggle with, but it's okay, no worries. Anywho, we have got dispensers lined here, and then these are all moss. I had to put it up one because, well, moss can't grow unless it's got an open space. So, how does this work exactly? I need one of these. There. Yep, it has to be cleared off in order for it to spread the moss. And then, what I want to do is I want to set up a secondary system over here. I think. I don't know. I haven't decided. It's either over here or over here. It's probably going to be over here. That way I can hook it up with these guys, and then they'll have their own setup, and then off moss on this side, and then it'll spread to the stone. Because, watch. I'll show you. That way you will be like, oh, that's what it does. The reason for the observer is because it takes 2 clicks for the dispenser to go off. So, see, and it should spread. We'll figure this out in a minute. Not really worried about the ground. Not really, no. I'm more worried about getting stuck. And you're like, oh, getting stuck? What do you mean by getting stuck? I don't understand that question. I will show you. What I mean by getting stuck is this goes up to 12. The stone comes out, it goes here. If, for some reason, this is at 12, because a piston can only push 12 blocks, then the machine breaks. Basically, it just means it stops working because, well, there's 12 blocks and it stops altogether. So, yeah. Because of that, we have to be very careful where the machine breaks. I need to either think about making a failsafe with either a command block or something, because I don't know how to fix it otherwise. I mean, you can't just move a stone block out of the way. I was going to say concrete. That's not concrete. Anywho, you really can't. As much as I wanted to, you just can't. So, yeah. So, if you're wondering why the hoppers, well, the hoppers are to fill the bone mill. I'm going to have on top of said machine a bone mill making farm thingamabob. So that way we can have unlimited bone mill. Yeah, I'm going to have to put composters on top of it too. I didn't think about that one. That's fine. We'll figure something out. We'll either make it and transport it over and drop it in, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. It'll be incredibly interesting. My first moss farm. I need to change the ground so it doesn't turn into a thing. So, what doesn't it? Oh, it changes. It can't change wood. But wood can be
set on fire. Just remember that.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, we would have to change it to something else because that won't work. What can't change? What about copper? It seems easy to come by. I don't currently have any copper blocks. I have copper, but I don't have copper blocks. I need maybe. Okay. Oh, that won't work. Then again, are they supposed to be in different intervals? So, what about... Well, I just deleted that, didn't I? Good grief. That, and then you're saying to use a dust block. Did that make a difference? Um... Hmm. Fudge. Come on. It's not that difficult. You can do this. It's not that hard. I just saw it too. I should be able to remember it. The thing is, it's not moving over. Hmm. Wait a minute. What happened? What? It should. There we go. I did it. I did it. It took a while, but I did it. Okay. Mm, there we go. Hmm. Okay, so it does blink. Okay, wait for it. Um.
No.
Okay. What if? Mm, ow. Oh, that's a problem. Well, what if? Okay, but let's see. What about? The repeater makes it too strong. We need something that's less strong. So that's why I'm trying to opt for observers. Okay, that might work. One thing. I need to attach that. There we go. Alright, so those are empty, clearly. We have to fill them up. Blop. Dang it. Okay, ready and go. See, as you can see, it stopped working. Does it stop working? Oh, it just stopped making noise because I was out of the area. Okay, so as you can see, stone gets made, gets to the edge, gets pushed up. Machine should go off, making this into moss, which it is not. It's moving, very slowly, but moving. I wonder if there's too much water. But if we took you out, but if we took you out, and took you out. Now let's see. No. Ugh, it's dark again. Why, oh why is it always dark? It's darkest before the dawn. Ah ha ha! Never, never again. Wow, did you see that? Oh, I can't put nothing here. The dust is there. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Oh well. still though, I mean, it's making progress. It's oh my goodness gracious. It's definitely doable. We just have to change this and go up with it, all the way up, over, change these into composters. Actually, no. Change these into hoppers. Now, boop, 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 and boop. Then, composters. Boop, boop, nope, nope, boop, 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 boop. And jump back down, grab this, jump back up. Boop, 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 zip up, boop, bip. And then that connects to that and goes down the line. And I guess this one will fill up first. I need a rock. A rock in a hard place. Dun, 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 dun. Can you not put it on a composter? That's weird. I could put it on a composter. Guess not. Now that has to get all the way up here somehow. Oh, wait, that won't work because we have to go up. Dang it. Right. Do that. Is that gonna work? No, it's not. Dang it. Needs to go one higher. How much higher does it need to go? Needs to go here, so one higher? Yeah. That's okay. We can do this. Not gonna work. I don't know. Do we want it that close, or do we want it like at least one over? We'll do one over. Okay, you're gonna be the blank guy. So blank. There you go there. Where's it going? I don't know. Right there. Okay. Then we want to turn it around, so yeah, that'll work. And a boop. Wait, you can't do it that way. I mean, you can. You just have to not do it that far down. Okay. I think like here. I think it's gotta be 7 wide. Well, we can't go into the machine. It won't work. I mean, it might. Maybe. It might? I don't know. Maybe. That's gonna be cut close, though, isn't it? And will the redstone torch affect said thing? We're gonna hope not. That's all that we can say. Alright. Okay, I believe I'm gonna get this wrong. Shoot. And again, it is nighttime. I don't remember it being nighttime all the time. Neither do I. Oh well. Can't complain too much. Can complain as much as I want. Okay, here we go. The one on top is the one that goes through, right? Yes. Okay, then we need a comparador. That's what we need. Then block. Okay, so the torch is on the opposite side while the repeater goes into the wall. Remember that, because I don't remember that. Woohoo! That was so much fun. I just gotta jump down here real quick. Okay, repeater goes into the wall. Torch goes into that thing. And we forgot dust, so dust, and comparator goes here. And that goes there. Why is that going off? Oh, because there's probably stuff going in it, right? Yeah, okay. We need to make a stick. I need 4 sticks? I believe so, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. There we go. Four. Now, it should, theoretically, only give us moss. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Nope, something went wrong. Okay, hang on. We'll have to turn it around, it's fine. It's probably being affected at some point. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. We just need to... Yeah, we just need to go this route instead of that route. That's fine. Yeah, because then when we get underneath the machine, we'll be fine. Okay, take the sticky, give me everything else. Comparator, glass, this, and repeater. That. Oh, and a block. Okay. Comparator. Check. Make sure nothing's going through it. Okay. Block. Glass. Block. Boop, boop. Boop. I feel like it should be longer. Whatever. Hmm. Or is that supposed to be the empty one? No! What did I fall in the hole for? Okay. Goes through the tubing. And then it goes comparator, dust, block, dust. Oh. I think I got it backwards. No, that goes into the comparator and I think I got it backwards. Hang on. Get the elevator. You can get out of the roof that way. Yep, backwards. Dang it. I always manage to do that, you know? Gotta have a hopper to go into, goofball. There it is. That's what we were looking for. It stops at 41. If it stops at 41, you did it right. If it doesn't stop at 41, you got it wrong. Yes. See? Stops at 41. If it doesn't stop at 41, you got it wrong. There you are. I'll borrow you. One more. I just need to be able to stand on it. It's not what I wanted to do. Ah. Wait, is that a tree? Why is there a tree getting in there? Should it be? Maybe it's just left over? mean, other than this massive thing right here, it's not that bad. This has to be big. This is actually pretty shrunk down. I mean, I can't get it any. Well, I could get it closer, I think. If I worked at it, I could probably get it closer. Remember, this and this can cause issues with those, I believe. Could put it here. That way the dust could be there. And then you could go into the block here. That's fine. It's not like you were planning on making a floor with it, right? I mean, there's gotta be a way around it, right? Okay. No. Yeah, there's too many devices right here, so that won't work. You have to push it out a little bit. That's about as shrunken as you can get. Without causing an issue. That's all I needed. Yeah, this is about as shrunken as you can get it. I might be able to fit it right here, but see, the redstone torch right here would affect this and maybe that. I don't know. I mean, it's a possibility that nothing bad could happen, but who knows? That number is going up, not down. Yeah, see, no, that won't work. Has to be here, on the redstone dust. So unfortunately, your plan backfired. Voila. That's as short as it's gonna get. Not gonna get any shorter. Even if you wanted it to. It's gonna be a big building. No, that's the only thing though. We got a stray and a sheep. Did you change your clothes? Weird. You look like you're wearing glasses. So the moss machine works. Yay! The only thing is I don't know how to turn it off without turning everything off. What's that? Oh, it's a camel, right. Forgot we have a camel. Huh, I misplaced it. Where is my automatic shutdown? I wonder if there's a thing that you could do. The only way to turn this one off, I believe, is by knocking the dust off, yeah. Oh, it's on. Is it on because of this? There we go. I just need to remember to put the dust back. Here, why don't we make a sign that says, put dust back if want to work. Oh, no, that's not right in that. If you want to work. Yeah, these are all basically machines. So this is a hopper machine, and you can connect it via the observer, which then turns on whatever it is you're doing. The command block only does a safe backup thing. It clears these blocks with air. That's literally all it does. If you used it, then your machine might break. I don't know. I just know mine kept breaking, so I used it as a failsafe. That's what they're called. Anyway, everything else is redstone. So we got the stone maker. It's basic, easy peasy stone maker. You just pour water in here, drop lava down there. You got a piston that goes and it goes into there, and then it goes that way and pushes the stone. These pistons push that stone, so this is a machine itself. Because as soon as the stone hits this area right here, it turns on this redstone, which then turns on this repeater, which then turns on this redstone, which tells me that, hey, we went bing, which means that it didn't get clogged up. If it goes bing, 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 that means it's clogged up. This redstone dust just makes it go that way. Let's see. That's a machine itself, also uses the hopper clock. And it also goes off of using the observer as a power source because this is not strong enough to do anything with, but the observer is 2-tick strong, so as soon as it sees this light up, it immediately sends out a 2-tick. You can put a repeater on it and it'll take you to wherever else you want to go, but I need a switch, so it's a click click kind of thing. So that way it activates these dispensers, which then makes all of this moss appear, and voila. And then on the opposite side, it goes off, hits the observer, goes up, and it's set at a different time length. So once it goes off on this side, because the redstone clock has gone onto this side, it sets it off and goes this way, and then you go this way, and you just set off the pistons and the water drop thing, and it does that and knocks all these weeds and things down off of this so it can replace it with moss. If the stone does happen to ever get past there, it'll just get chopped into the air because we don't want it to break. It used to break. The water on the bottom is to catch all moss blocks and or stuff that falls into it. Goes down here, goes into this little device which is made of droppers. And you can make a dropper elevator, and that basically just sends your items up. So if you wanted to send your items up, you can do. I did it. Then you can do that. You just throw them into the thing. They go down into. Well, they're supposed to go down into this hopper. I don't know why they stayed right there. That was weird. But yeah, they go in here, gets eaten by the hopper, which then goes through the droppers. And then, from down below there, starts at your very first dropper, and because glass, redstone dust goes straight through, hence the redstone elevator, staircase, I guess, if you want to call it, goes up, and you just basically send the redstone dust through the glass, and because it's a something block, it says, and yeah, not a solid block. This is a solid block, it won't work. This is a non-solid block, so the dust goes through it, and you can send signals through. Whoosh, like that. Anyway, that's that, and it goes all the way up to the tippy-tip top, and then into this really cool sorter. Wow, look at that. It's a device we all know and love. The sorter device. Yep, we're basically sorting out moss. See that? That means that we're getting moss. So, boom. There you go. Look at all that precious, delicious moss. Anyway, this is a clock, basically. It goes around and around, which sends the signal to your elevator, which sends the items up. That's it. That's all it does. Nothing fancy schmancy there. This is another clock. I think I told you that one already. Yeah, so basically it's a bunch of machines in one. This is just your average, ordinary. Once the moss goes through, it goes through the composters. Compost turns into bone meal. Bone meal goes in the machine like so. And then the dispensers that it's dispensing into down here is shooting into this moss to turn it all into moss blocks and stuff on top of the moss blocks. This grass, the azaleas, yeah. And that's it. This is the moss farm. Yay, moss farm! And I've officially finished it. It actually works. Everything is good. We are solid. We just need a master power on and a master power off. As soon as I learn how to do one of those, we will be cooking with water. One day. I have to take these cows down. Ended up being a little too close to the wall. Oh yeah, this here is a clock. I think I can shrink this clock down. Then the only thing we have to worry about is the hopper clock. Yeah. Yeah, see the hopper clock, and then we got this. I think I can shrink this down, but I can't shrink anything else down. So, but I can definitely shrink this, but maybe to here. Just move these that way, and then voila, yeah. Then I can just build the square going around the building. I have an entire redstone section. I could probably make it into a playlist if you guys are interested in that. So that way you can see what I did and why I did it and how I did it. Still not very good at it, but I know bits and pieces of basic stuff, and I put them all together. Just like you can too. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this moss farm. Sorry about my internet cutting out. But yeah, this is the moss farm. My first ever build by myself. The stone farm is not by myself. The stone farm is I basically learned it from somebody else, and it was easy peasy, and I was like, ooh, I like that, and then I took it, so. Yeah. This is the stone farm that basically does stone. So you go do 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 do. Just gives you stone. That's all this does. Uses the same principle. He used an entirely different clock. I like this clock. It works. I like it. You can make it delayed or undelayed or whatever you want to make it. And then yeah. See how it blinks? Yeah, that means that you have finished and gotten to the end. Yep. See? But overall, easy peasy. So, wanted to shrink it, I could shrink it. It's a very shrinkable clock. You just have to be really good at figuring out how to shrink it. That's all. My brain is not that good. But I did manage it. I mean, I got it as small as I could. I think this is the smallest I can get it without causing too much of an issue. See? It's just It's a clock to set off the piston that's inside of the stone farm. That's all. Okay, so that's way too fast. Because you're getting nothing but cobblestone. You want stone. There we go. See? And that's the difference. And yeah, now you know that the machine is broken. Anywho. It's a really cool one though. I wonder if we could do that like intentionally. Yeah, see? So you can see that it's completely full now. Now if this clock over here was put on, like it's supposed to, we're gonna take this and we're gonna just put the dust on it. Oh, there you go. And voila. I'm like, why it's not working? Because I forgot to put the dust on both sides. But see, it'll cut the piece down, so then, wait and turn this on. Oops. There we go. Boy. Yeah, see? It prevents it from filling up too full. See? And turn this one on. And yeah, even if it gets out here, it's not a big deal because the thing will turn off and it'll cut it down, so I don't have to worry about it breaking. But yeah, that's pretty much all it does. I think I put one here. So you said I could put one here and it would stop it. Then I would need to take out the dust. Or does it need to be up in the block? Okay, there. So I turned it off. There you go. There, now we don't need to remove the dust. Power. There you go. So yeah, this is a clock. It's a machine. It does the thing. The observer sets off the thing. You put this, change it out for a repeater, and it'll send the signal longer. And really just depends on your preference. I prefer the observer because I don't need a massive line of redstone dust that's lit up like that. So, no worries there. And see, it's just a nice little elevator. It sends all the stuff straight to the tippy tip top. And then it sends it straight to this device right here and makes precious, precious bone meal. And it depends on which one it goes to first, but since it goes to this one, I'm pretty sure this one's going to fill up first and then it goes through the rest. But yeah. And there you go. That is the moss farm. Not overly complicated, just looks overly complicated. You're in the way. And yeah, that is it, really. I mean, nothing really uberly fancy about it. Just made it using basic redstone, basic knowledge of how to make a stone farm and how pistons work and how droppers work and how they can turn into elevators and how to turn them on and off is whoop, easy peasy. Just set them up to a clock and they send the signal all the way up, which then sends whatever it is you want up. Same for dispensers, but dispensers shoot things out. Droppers go patoo, patoo, patoo. So it sends it up. You're in the way. And then we have our sorter that sorts out the moss blocks. So, hoorah! We did it. Now we just got to put a building on it. I don't know, we can do what we did with the gold farm. Make it as big as we want. We just have to come up with a design to make it look interestingly unique. We'll get there. But yeah, that is the gold. I was going to say gold farm. It's totally not a gold farm. That is the moss farm, everybody. Yay, moss farm's done. What kind of farm should we do next? You tell me. I will let you know in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.